All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Harakak Kodash, Barakatham. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and to all that came across the globe. Pushing the word of truth and sincerity, I want to say Shalom. Salaki, this is Idan Nawa from the Red Millstone campus, Chicago, with an article. I watched this video a couple of months ago, and I said I want to do a sit down on it. I'm not really a historian. I do. I learn to research and look up words and things like that from the apostles, man, from being in the truth. So Lord went through the Spirit, did the best I could with a short little commentary. But basically, this is a group called the Siddis. The Siddis. And the Siddis are a tribe that goes back to the Bantus from East Africa. Now, some of the Bantus are Hamites, all right, but some of the Bantus are Israelites, okay? And these cities who are who derive from the Bantus, and they're found amongst Elam in India and in Pakistan, okay? So this is a very, very interesting and informative a video. There's more videos on it, but this is there's a couple that stood out, and I chose to do a lesson on this one. Okay, it's a short 13 minute 54-second lesson by the visual poet One, and the title is "You'll Be Shocked to Know What These Young Cities African Indians Think About Africa." All right, okay. So I'm gonna give a little background. And Lord willing, I'll play the video. I'm going to stop it and pause it and bring out points. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, first I went to, after I watched the video, of course, I went to Wikipedia and other sources, and I had to get some history. All right, this is from Wikipedia. All right, this is a brief introduction, okay? So the first cities are thought to have arrived in India in 628 AD at the Baruch port. Later, the city population was added to via Bantu people from Southeast Africa that had been brought to the Indian subcontinent as slaves by the Portuguese. Okay, so these Bantus were brought to India and Pakistan. Okay. By who? By the Portuguese, more conquerors of the nation of Israel, right? Later, most of these migrants became Muslim, and a small minority became Hindu, all right? Keep that in mind, okay? I also read, I was also doing some more, and all right, it says, it says there are conflicting hypotheses on the origin of the name city. One theory is that the word derives from sahibi, an Arabic term of respect in North Africa. Similar to the word sahib in modern India and Pakistan, a second theory is that the term city is derived from the title borne by the captains of the Arab vessels that first brought city settlers to India. These captains were known as Sahib. Similarly, another term for cities, Habshi, is held to be derived from the common name for the captains of the Abyssinian ships that also first delivered city slaves to the subcontinent. Okay, let's go into the word Abyssinian, and you'll be surprised. All right, the Assyrians are the Ethiopians, man. Okay? So that cuts that. The blacks were selling blacks. These other tribes, Portuguese, the Ethiopians, they all had a part, all right, in the slave trade of the Israelites, all right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna keep going. Oh yeah, let's keep going. All right. So that gives the background. Okay, they were delivered by the Portuguese and by the Ethiopians to India and to Pakistan. Okay, so we got our people amongst Elam, man. All right, through the Spirit, you're going to see the spirit of these people, and without a question, they're Israelites. All right.
On Santikopa village, it is about 12 kilometers or 7.4 miles in the deep forest.
All right, so if you, the guy's kind of hard to understand a little bit because of the because of the accent. All right, but he said that the city's people, they live 7.4 miles into the forest, man. All right, so they're totally exiled. They're totally cut off from the cities. All right, for the main city. All right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nice.
Look at these guys. Hey, you can tell they're Israelites.
Oh, why not? No? You check that? Yeah, say hi. It's
All right, let's skip to
Then she come to know here it is difficult life.
okay, that's interesting. Okay, yeah.
I know. I hear another commentary is going to be a lady, all right, of the tribe here. She's asking the visitor, which is not really a visitor. He said he'd been there before. Some questions, and listen to this.
So then she come to know here it is difficult life.
Right? She said she came there and it was a difficult life, right? Because they came as slaves.
This village.
India, this
Yeah,
city life.
region. And there is no education, nothing.
That's
Right? She said there's no education or nothing. Does that sound familiar? Us getting brought to a land, all right, with a difficult life, no education, all right, being set apart and away from the normal people, aka the plantations.
Then how she can go back or what support she can get from the other countries like Africa?
Okay.
That is her question directly.
Tell her I'm gonna bring her back. Tell her together we go together.
Family is a family. No, she's telling you, can you give the house or place then?
No problem.
He moved off of
That's not. And if she wanted life like this, yeah, that's no problem.
Yeah.
We have a places just like this, exactly the same.
See, because this guy right here, he's from Africa, all right, and he said they got places just like this, man. You know.
She will adapt easily. If she want a city life, yes, we got that too. Yeah,
Adapt करूँगे तात कहते घेंगे तात निकले सर पढ़े करूँगे तात त्यांच्या जाती
that's good, yeah. At least she wanna know actually.
yeah.
Oh, thank you. At least say thank you again, company.
Yeah, thank you. देव बरा करो.
Dio Barogoro. Education is the main.
Now this is now this guy here is going to speak about the education system and how the Siddis, all right, which are Israelites, are treated in the city when they go out there and deal amongst Elam. Okay, now remember these people are in they're in East India, all right.
Definitely. Education only make the men to be perfect. And here, due to some environment and people are really staying in the remote forest.
Yeah.
They are totally adjusted to the forest environment and this local environment. So they don't want to go to the outside. Like they don't want to go to the city and study. So and the environment made them like this. So if they really go to the outside,
He said they don't want to go. He said they don't want to go to the city, all right, to the to the main city. He said the environment got them like that. Well, the environment is that they're oppressed, all right. And he's going to tell you.
their city, if you go, they go to some hostels and stay there. Then they'll get the different environment and they can able to study. Here, if they go to school, little bit they will go few years and they will just discontinue.
Just drop out, yeah.
And they don't want to go at all.
So they stay in the same environment, yeah.
Yeah, even many relatives, families, I can see in my eyes. They are discontinuing. After that, they don't want to go at all.
He said they're discouraged when they go to the schools in the city to learn. He's going to tell you why.
We convince them, we try to motivate them to go to school. No, they just don't want to go back. That's the reason. Maybe in the school, what may be the situation? In this school, the teachers belong to some other community.
I see.
There are no black teachers.
He said the teachers belong to some other community. All right, just like back in the day. All right, we had Elamite teachers teaching our children who had no sense of idea culturally. All right, had no connection to our people, man. All right. Same thing here, man. You know, they're being taught their master's ways, man. All right, which in this case are the Elamites.
Encouraging them to.
They are not encouraged. And the children who are studying in the schools, they are from good family. They are like a Brahmins.
Yes.
They are talented.
Yes.
You know, once you are studying in the classroom, these our children are very low in education.
Yeah.
They don't know. They have to start from ABCD, but they still getting difficulties. So the Brahmin students, they are very clever.
Yeah.
So they can't compete with them. And
Because they grew up in educational environment.
definitely, yes.
Yeah.
And then the teachers, what they do, they will neglect. School teachers, they will neglect this because these are the they are not talented.
Yes.
Siddis, they are not talented.
And they're not important to them either.
Yeah, Brahmins, they are talented. Then these children also feel bad. Sometimes teacher may beat them, you are not studying and all these things. Then they feel this is very bad. The system itself is bad. So then they will discourage themselves and they just don't want to go to that system.
All right. See, what's going on is that these cities, we're going to the city, all right, to learn in the schools, all right. But the cities were in the classrooms with the Brahmins, and we know Brahmins are the upper elite of the upper elite class of Elam. Okay. So the Elamites, the Brahmins, okay, they had superior schools and education. They were brought up in education. So when the cities were going into the classroom, they wouldn't compete. They wouldn't be able to compete. Just like now, you know, there's a big discrepancy between the inner city schools and these public schools, man. Okay. You take a kid from, not to be stereotyping or anything, but I know when I was coming up, we had a very huge gap between the children who went to Bloom and, Thornridge and Bloom Trail, as opposed to the ones who went to Marion or HF. Okay, there was a huge gap in learning for those kids, man. All right, same thing that's happening here in India and Pakistan, okay? All right, but he also said that they weren't talented. So I'm gonna get a couple of precepts, all right, and I'm gonna get up out of here. Okay, he's basically going to Deuteronomy 28, the curses, man, because really the curses are they're gonna cleave to you, man. You know. Salakia. There's a couple I want to get. Or is it that Salakia? There's it says the Lord Yahweh shall bring, this is Deuteronomy 20:36, is the Lord Yahweh shall bring thee and thy king which thou shalt set over thee unto a nation which neither thou nor thy father have known. And there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone. All right, if you read into the history, a lot of those a lot of the cities, all right, they're into Islam and they're into Hindu. Okay? That should become an astonishment and a proverb and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee. All right, and that's what they are, man. They call them not talented. All right, they call them the forest people. All right, so basically, wherever Israel is at, man, where they're scattered, man, they're going to be a mocking, a laughing stock, man. and a mockery to those around them. Okay. It says, verse 43 says, the stranger that within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. Right, man. That's, and the man talked about it. All right, we were talking about the school system, how they're made fun of, and how they're beaten for not being able to compete. Okay. It says, another one, it says, 48, Deuteronomy 28:48, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. Now this basically happened to the tribe of Judah. I believe some of them are Levites in Judah, okay? But they are the one of all things, man, because they do have to go to certain, they have to go out, to get certain things from the city, man, okay? Let me see. I'm going to get this. I'm going to slack in. Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way thereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen, bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. All right, Egypt really means bondage. Okay, so wherever the Israelites are, they're in bondage, man. They came as slaves by the Portuguese, by the Assyrians, which are the Ethiopians. Okay, and there they're being persecuted by who? By Elam, man. All right. What's the word? Where's it at? Trying to figure Sloppy. What was that? Let's see. Let me see. Right, this is Deuteronomy 28 and 33. To the fruit of thy land, all thy labor shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up. Thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always, man. Okay? So they're always oppressed and crushed, man. All right, and if you watch the video, he later on get to talk about how some of them did leave the village, the forest, all right, to go get jobs, and they never returned, man. Okay, but those which were left behind, man, they're vexed. They're not, they're not welcome in the cities. They're not welcome in their schools. Okay. All right, and one thing that the guy said that they call them not talented, right? And I found this article here. Right here. Like if you call them not talented, the people call them not talented, not being able to keep up, right? It says, all right, I'm gonna bounce around. This is the article here. This is so the sheer diversity of India. This is the AMPproject.org. So the sheer diversity of India is one of the things I love most about the country. The cities, to me, are a fascinating community of people, and coming in contact with its members that day kickstarted my quest to not only find out more about them, but try to understand what exactly being Indian means. Okay? So in every way, the cities are Indian citizens. They speak the language, they live the culture, that identify as Indians themselves. The only thing that makes them different to the next Indian is their skin color and physical appearance. All right. The Lord talk about judge not according to appearance, right? Separated by appearance, man. That's why they're put 7 miles into the forest, man. Separated by appearance, if not by culture, then outside of the small communities, they are largely regarded as outsiders in their own land, man. Like they've been over there for hundreds of years, man. All right, probably like 1,000 years. I think it's at 600 something AD. All right, so a little over like 1,400 years. All right. Okay. It says the Siddis people are the Indo-African tribal community that descended from the Bantu peoples of Africa. They settled in India in the 7th century in Gujarat, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh. The arrival of the first cities on Indian soil is contested. Some say they were brought over as slaves by the Portuguese, while others say they came as soldiers with the Arab community. If they came as soldiers, man, they were forced into that, man. All right, I want to get to the point. I'm gonna close it out. Let's see. All right, come on, get to the point. This is very right, because they said when they went to the school, they said they couldn't compete. You know, they couldn't compete with the other people. But let's read this. So the city people caught national attention in the late 1980s when the Sports Authority of India decided that because of their African lineage, their natural athleticism could be used to win medals for India at world sports competitions. Who that sound like, man? All right? Ain't no Hindus, ain't no Elamites, ain't no Ethiopians have athletic ability like that, man. So much to the point that they're used to win medals for India, man. What that sound like? That sound like World War II, right? When the United States had used Jesse Owens and other athletes to the Olympics in Munich and demolished Hitler and his goddamn war machine, man. All right? And Hitler even said it that they wouldn't have won without the use of the Negroes, man. So just like India couldn't win no medals without the Israelites, hey, it further proves that there are people. It says the Special Area Games Project was set up and a number of city children were selected to be coached as athletes. The program did a lot for both the city people and for the country. It brought acceptance to the cities and enabled them to gain jobs in India and win medals. Hey, just like it wasn't beneficial to Esau until they could make money off of us, man. Okay? As long as they can make money off the Israelites, man, it's all good for them, man, right? Kamala Mingale Siddis from Karnataka, for example, is regarded as one of the best national and international city athletes. Okay? After some years, however, the program was cut and the cities were asked to return to their homes and to their lives as outsiders, man. They go to, man, a couple of scripts I want to get. Couple in Apocrypha. Need of thee, right? Because really, these other nations take on the personality and the character of Esau, man. You know, that shit don't want to work. See, man, Esau really gonna shut down this internet because everything is acting wacky, man. I mean, I don't understand this. Shit pissing me off, man. I mean, go ahead and just shut it down, man. Shut it down and hurry up, man. Get us up out of here, man. Tired of this shit, man. Google it like here. Let me try it one more time, because Google be tripping too. It's bugged out. Man. Because the scripture told me, I'm going to get it. Fuck Esau, bro. Need of thee. In the Apocrypha. See? Yeah, it's crazy. The scripture talk about the Apocrypha, said if you have needed thee, you will stand by thee, man, right? And that's what has happened, man. You know, they used them for their athletic ability, all right? And guess what? When they had no need of them, they cast them back into the back into their regular lives, man. You know? I think it's in Baruch. My favorite is in Baruch. I'm tripping. I know that one. It's locking. This is fucking pissed, man. This is crazy, man. But guess what? Ain't gonna deter nobody, man. There we go. Is I'm gonna read this because one of my favorite chapters is Baruch 4:17. But what can I help you? For he that brought these plagues upon you will deliver you from the hands of your enemies. Right? Because really, if you remember back in the earlier part of the video, that lady, all right, that young lady had asked the man to take her away, man. Okay? It says, go your way, O my children, go your way, for I am left desolate. I put off the clothing of peace and put on me the sackcloth of my prayer. I'll crown the everlasting in my day. All right, to Israel, all right, the land. Be of good cheer, O my children, cry unto the Lord, and he will deliver you from the power and the hand of the enemies. For my hope is in the everlasting, that he will save you, and joy is come unto me from the Holy One, because of the mercy which shall soon come unto you from the everlasting our Savior. I sent you out with mourning and weeping, but the Most High will give you to me again with joy and gladness forever. Like as now the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity, so shall they see surely your salvation from our power shall come upon you with great glory and brightness from the everlasting. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from the Most High, for thy enemy have persecuted thee. And they are being persecuted, man. They're being beaten and whipped in schools, man. But surely thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck. My delicate ones have gone rough ways and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemies. And they were taken away by the Portuguese, by the Ethiopians, right? Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High, for ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so when we return, seek him 10 times more. Hey, their mind did go astray. When they went over there, they started serving, they started being Catholics, Christians, Hindus, and Muslims, right? For he that brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy with your salvation. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. This is the point. Miserable are they that afflicted thee and rejoice at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children served. Miserable is she that received thy sons, man. Okay? So Pakistan, India, and all those cities in between, man, and countries in between where our people dwell, and the Lord is going to visit you, man. Okay? With that, I'm going to say, call Allah, Yahweh Shai. The honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Till next time, Shalom.